Recently, Lightroom Classic introduced several useful new features designed to make the editing process more flexible. One of the most notable changes is the addition of two new masking controls, giving us more precise control over the edges of a mask. There's also a new option for the crop tool, along with the ability to render images to DNG. First, let's open masking with this image. Lightroom automatically uses AI to detect the subject and identify different areas such as the face, hair, skin, and clothing. In this case, the different areas are detected quite accurately. Let's select hair and create a mask. Once the mask is created, you'll notice two new controls, feather and edge. These are among the notable additions in Lightroom Classic 15.5. Feather controls the softness of the transition along the mask boundary. Increasing it creates a smoother transition into the surrounding areas instead of leaving a hard edge. Edge, on the other hand, controls the position of the mask boundary. Moving it in one direction expands the mask outward, while moving it in the opposite direction contracts it inward. To see this more clearly, take a closer look at the hair in this image. The initial AI mask looks fairly good, but some of the fine strands around the edges haven't been fully included. Increasing feather slightly creates a softer transition around these fine strands. Then, adjusting edge expands the mask outward to include more of the hair that the AI initially missed. However, expanding the mask can also cause parts of the face, body, and background to be included. To clean this up, choose Subtract, then People. To make sure those unwanted areas are removed, select all detected parts of the person except the hair we want to keep. Next, choose Subtract, then Background, to remove any remaining areas from the background. Now the hair mask is much more accurate, especially around those fine strands along the edges. From here, we can make stronger adjustments while keeping the effect more precisely contained. For example, lowering the temperature shifts the hair toward a cooler, platinum tone. Even around the fine and complex strands, the adjustment blends naturally without creating an obvious hard edge. And this is where feather and edge become especially useful. Instead of constantly using the brush to manually fix complex boundaries, we can refine the AI-generated mask directly. Next, with this image, the goal is to create a subtle rim light around the hair to help the subject stand out from the background. As before, select hair to create the mask, then adjust feather and edge for a more natural transition. Adjust the temperature to match the lighting in the image, then increase white and highlights to brighten the hair. Reduce clarity slightly to soften the effect and help the light blend naturally into the hair. For any unwanted areas, choose Subtract, then Brush, and simply paint them away. And here's the result. The hair now has a soft, natural rim light that helps separate the subject from the background. To explore this feature further, let's try it on a landscape image with more complex edges. First, in Masking, select Landscape, then choose Architecture. Lightroom will detect most of the pyramid and the buildings in the background. Next, use the brush to add any missing areas. Simply paint over the areas that need to be included without worrying too much about the edges. Then, choose Subtract, followed by Sky, to remove the sky from the mask. Adjust Edge to refine the boundary between the sky and the buildings. In this case, reducing edge helps prevent the subtraction from affecting the edges of the structures. Next, choose Subtract, Landscape, and Natural Ground to remove the ground. Now the pyramid and surrounding buildings are selected much more accurately, even around the more complex edges. From here, increase clarity slightly and make a few additional adjustments to bring out more detail and definition in the structures. As you can see, edge isn't only useful for hair or portraits. It also provides more control over complex mask boundaries in landscape images. Okay, let's move on to the next new feature, Crop Mask. First, select the crop tool and adjust the frame to get the composition you want. Then, right-click. Lightroom Classic 15.5 now includes a new crop mask option, which lets you control the visibility of the area outside the crop. At 100%, the outside area is completely hidden, making it easier to focus on the final composition. You can also set it to 80%, 50%, or turn it off completely. Here, 80% works well. It keeps the focus on the cropped area while still showing enough of the surrounding image to fine-tune the composition. Another new feature is Render to DNG. With a fully edited image, right-click and select Render to DNG. Lightroom will display a message explaining that a new DNG file will be created with all current edits permanently applied, similar to exporting as a JPEG or TIFF. The difference is that the new DNG can still be used as a starting point for further editing. Lightroom will take the current adjustments and render them into a new DNG file. These edits are applied directly to the new file, allowing you to continue editing from that version. The useful part is that the original RAW file remains unchanged, along with its previous editing settings. This means you can return to the original image at any time, reset the adjustments, or create a completely different version without affecting the rendered DNG. Meanwhile, the new DNG can be used for further color grading or other adjustments without starting over from the original RAW file. I'm planning to create a series about Lightroom Classic. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please support the series. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.